Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Maheshkariya. You're watching me on YouTube now, and in this session, I'm gonna take you through Socket.io, and we are gonna create kind of real-time application using Socket.io. So I'm gonna use React in the front end and Node.js Express in the back end, and we'll try to create a graph as well, like this. So I got this one of the example, but in real time. So I wanted to show you guys how real-time graphs actually works behind the scene, the all the mechanism that I'm going to explain in a while. So stay with me, and without wasting any time, let's deep dive into it. So I'm gonna create a new folder on my desktop. I'm gonna name it socket. Okay, I'm gonna open my editor. I'm gonna use VS Code. You can prefer anything, by the way, it's all your choice. And once you drag your folder on the top of your VS Code, you just need to create new two folders. First one is app, another one is for backend, which is server. That's it. So in app, I'm gonna create a React app. So for that, I'm gonna open my terminal using command plus J or control plus backtick if you're on Windows, and I'm gonna change my directory to app. Then I'll hit npx create react app space dot in current directory. I'm gonna install the boilerplate of React, and inside server I'm gonna create a new index.mjs file instead of JS, so we don't need to set up Babel. Nowadays we can directly write import statements in MJS format if you are familiar with that. Okay, so for that we need to open another terminal, and here let me open this thing. So here I just need to type npm init. First I need to change directory to server. Okay, and inside that I'm gonna say npm init -y, and then I'm gonna install few packages, which is socket.io express. Okay, so express socket.io, this is it, I guess. Okay, so that's it. So you need to set up these two things, and let me see how I can drag this down. Not sure. Yeah, okay. So now I'm gonna say import express from express, but express from express. Then I'll say import http from http. Then I need import star as socket.io. Okay, from socket.io. Okay, then what we need port, so I'll say port. Okay, it is equal to 4001. Okay, so now you can use anything, by the way, it's all your choice, or you can use process.env.port and you can save your port inside your env file. And then I'll say normally const app is equal to express. Then I'll say const server is equal to hopefully socket.io or dot server, and inside that I'm gonna use what I'll use that new keyword is necessary, so new, and here I'll say course if needed, and in that origin will be star, or methods you can define like get post, but I don't need to. The next step would be const http server. Okay, and this is it. Now we can directly listen. So http server is not needed though. Here I just need to use app somewhere here. App.get we don't need to use. Okay, and http server dot listen, and port. So here we go. Now here I'll say server dot on connection, we'll hit callback. Okay, will be something like send the message. To send the message, I'll say socket dot emit message. Okay, and message would be new date, the current date, okay, that I need to send. But for that we need to define time change. So each time the time will change and it will send the new date like the way. So just a timer that we'll start with, and after that we'll start to implement the real life examples. Okay, and here I'll say if time change is there, then I'll simply say let me try this one. Set interval. Okay, and yeah, set interval. Then here I'll say I need a callback, and inside that callback I'll call this socket.emit after 1 second. So after every 1 second it's going to send the message. So for that 1 2 3 is 1 second. And if time change, then I'll say clear interval, and which is my time change. Okay, so like the way it will work, and it will every time it will send the message, new message. And I'll also say console log connected. Let me use control minus. So looks good to me. Okay, now let me run this thing using nodemon, and let me see the packages as well. Nodemon and what I'll say index.mjs. Okay, here we go. And now the React side is remaining, and we are gonna use this ReCharts library in order to install that. ReCharts means all the charts and real life bars you can create with the help of this package, which is very popular. Okay, you can see the weekly downloads around more than 1 lakh, so which is pretty good. So we'll start with these basic things. If you are not aware about this thing, what you can do, you can simply search for code pane. Okay, and you can see there are lots of really very good code panes are there already. So all you have to do, you just need to go to the Google, search for it. You will get lots of plugins as well. So like this one, this is a simple one. You can use multiple things over there, multiple lines over there, and based on that. But what we are creating is the real life implementation, like Bitcoin change or market or stock market change, where the graph is changing continuously. So that's going to re-render every time. The component will be re-render on the client side, and from the server side we will continuously send this kind of data, okay, after every interval. So that's the plan, and let's see how it goes. So let me see. Okay, so let me close this thing and let me open src folder. So you can see there are lots of files which are not needed though. So I'm gonna use command plus click in order to select these things, okay, which is not needed. I'm going to delete this unwanted things, and I'm gonna use this index.js, and I'm gonna remove all the unwanted things. So here I don't need this comments as well. Okay, fair enough. And app.js, so inside app.js I don't need this thing. I don't need logo as well. I don't need this kind of header as well. So simply remove it, remove this class name, and here we go. Okay, and now we need to use use state, okay, to get the data, and we need to use use effect. Okay, so these two things are needed. So I'm gonna write here socket app. Okay, so for that we need to import, we need to install one plugin. Let me go there quickly. I'm not sure why it's taking too much time, so let me open another one quickly, where I'm gonna change to our app quickly, and here I'm gonna install socket.io hyphen client. Okay, this is the library. For the server side I have used socket.io, and for the client side I'm using socket.io hyphen client. So import react use state use effect, then I need to import socket.io, then I need to use from socket.io hyphen client. Okay, and what else I need? This socket.io client. Okay, so here I'll say const data use data. Okay, and here, or set data would be great, set data, and here I'll say why I'm doing this, because I'm gonna use use state, which will be array of the points. Okay, and what else I needed, or else use effect. Inside that use effect I'm gonna use const socket is equal to io, and here I'll say http 127.0.0.1 slash what, nothing, column 4001, and this is the URL of server, and where we have used CORS in order to allow cross-platform requests, and I'll say socket.io, oh sorry, on the message. Once I get the message, then I'll do something over here, something like that, and here we are gonna get data. So I'll say set data would be data, and like the way we are gonna use effect, and to initialize this thing I'm gonna say array, and now here I'll use simply h1, and inside that h1 I'll say data, like this. Okay, and this is it. So that data, for now the data is not array. Okay, this is just a string of something, date string. Okay, so here I'm passing just a date, so we can say this just date, so no need to worry about that. And one more thing is remaining. Let me go to index quickly, this one, and let me, I don't need this report. What is this report? I don't need this thing. I generally don't use this that much. So npm start I'll say, so it won't take much and it will get started quickly, and here I'm not getting any response though, so let's inspect quickly and let's go to the console and let's see what the message we are getting. So access control issue that we are facing right now, so we'll go there quickly and we'll see what's wrong is going on over here. In course we are using this server, and this server we are passing over here, so So this server, oh, I missed to define HTTP server over here. Now it will work because it needs two parameters, so I used only one. So now it will work for sure. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, you can see now it's getting updated after every 1 second. And now I'm gonna use this ReCharts. Okay, so I'm gonna grab this quickly and I'm gonna stop this thing, and I'm gonna use npm install ReCharts. And let me go there. Where is that? Okay, so I'm gonna grab this code quickly and I'm gonna paste this inside app. So instead of this thing, I'm gonna use this thing, and Alt Shift F or Option Shift F you can use, and you just need to like use this over here. So I'll say import line chart. I need to import, then I need to import x-axis, of course, then I need to import tooltip. I'm not sure tooltip is there or not. Yeah, tooltip is there. So then I need this thing. What else I need? Line, and the last one is line chart. No, so yeah, fair enough. From ReCharts, so it's not installed yet, that's why we are not able to see this. Till then we'll utilize the time, and now we'll say this is my array. And for data, we have seen the data is something like this is needed. Okay, so I'm gonna grab the sample data from here to here, index.js, where I'm gonna say my data will be like this. Okay, so whatever it may be, xy I'm going to consider, and here also I'm going to use xy instead of this name. This will be my x and this will be my y, and this name you can prefer to use according to your choice. So if you don't need name, then if let me show you, this is the name, this is something that is name. Okay, so and this is x-axis, and you can use multiple y, z, multiple lines as you want. So yeah, this is it, and here we need to pass the name as well. So I'll say name will be a, then or 1 2 3 4 you can use. Let me use 1 2 3 4. Okay, this is 2, and that's it. Now every time the new point will come into the picture, so it will be pushed to array. And the last one, if the length, that length we can choose the length of 5 points or 10 points or whatever it may be, so last will be pop every time. So that's what we need to take care about. So here I'll say if that data dot length, okay, is greater than 5, so what you will do? So in that case we'll say data dot reverse, because we need to reverse the thing, and we'll pop the last, means first element, or you can directly pop the first element if you want. Then again you need to do data dot reverse. Okay, and once you do reverse, and then you can start to push new one over here. So how you'll push that? You will say I'm gonna push new one, and I'm gonna grab this here, and here you can use math.random number according to your choice. So it's all your choice. We can either use number as well over here, like I'll say math.random, okay, into 10, like this, or 100, or something like this. So this will, I'm gonna get this thing over here as well and here as well. So every time we'll get the random numbers, or you can this is the just a data that you can get from database as well. It's all your choice. So I'm just showing you the way how to do this. Okay, and let me add three more, 2 and 3. So this will be 3, 4 and 5. And similarly I'm gonna use here, instead of name we can say id as well. And while using id, what we can do is data, and that data dot length, of course, or else data dot length -1, the position of last +1. Okay, so last one +1. So sounds good. Yeah, sounds good. So it will work. And every time, instead of new date, now I'm gonna pass data. Okay, so this is how we will push the data every time, and we'll get the data over here, and this is how it should work. Okay, hopefully we can use width to 1000 as well, because we have a big screen. And let's see, hopefully this is done. Yeah, so now we can start, npm start. Okay, and hopefully we'll get some kind of errors in the first interaction. Wow, we got the things. So here we're getting object, object, object. So we need to fix this, and we need to do one more thing in this effect. What we can do is we can use this dot render like this. We can use, so every time something goes wrong, it should hot reload. Okay, so give me 1 minute. So instead of here, I'll be using this here. So I was not sure about this. So now we can see at every second this is going to update. So now we just need to fix the last one. So last one is the data dot name. Okay, this one. So we'll say data dot length -1 dot name. So instead of net we need to use something else. Okay, so 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So this is the kind of real time that we can see here. Okay, so let's close this up. So this is it. You can implement according to your choice, graphs and lots of other things, but for this tutorial this is it. So thank you so much all of you guys for being with me, supporting me all the time. It's been a pleasure to be here. Please let me know inside comment box what you want from my side. Definitely I'll make it for you. And don't forget to subscribe my channel if you haven't already, and smash that like button if you enjoyed, and don't forget to comment, of course. And one more thing, you can use this thanks button as well in order to contribute something. Even $1 is enough to grow our channel, so please, it would be appreciated. So thank you so much. Have a good day. Ta-ta. Bye bye.